So, in the last lecture, we talked about that I believe that America is guilty of slavery, and then as American citizens, we are, in that sense, sort of all guilty of slavery. And the question, I guess, becomes: should we have some sort of day of contrition? And I would say yes. Well, let's go back first and think about the horror. Should we teach kids about slavery? And the answer is yes. My school, my textbook, I think all textbooks have a full chapter on slavery. I can't imagine that that's not true. I would be happy if every American student read the narrative of Frederick Douglass, one of the best autobiographies in American literature. It's a fantastic book. I would say also watch Eyes on the Prize. It's a great documentary. I would have all kids watch that documentary. It explains the 50s and the 60s and into the 70s. But I would say now, I think we need a day of contrition. And here's my, I'm going to say, let's do this. Next Thanksgiving, not this one, not 2020, it's going to be a terrible year. 2021. The Sunday before Thanksgiving in 2021, let that be a day of contrition. Here's what Abraham Lincoln wrote. Look and tell me what you think of this. Let's see if we can get it there. Yeah. Congress recommended this to him. Congress recommends a day of public humiliation, prayer, and fasting to be observed by the people of the United States in sorrowful remembrance of our own faults and crimes as a nation. Did you hear that? And crimes as a nation, and as individuals, to humble ourselves before him and to pray for his mercy. This is in 1861, the Civil War has just started. Now, I know some of you will say, but I don't pray, Mr. Horn, you can't pray. And the answer is, don't worry. We will call a day of contrition and fasting. And if you don't like to pray, you don't have to pray. We'll open up public schools, auditoriums. We'll open up libraries for people to gather who don't believe in prayer. For those of you who do believe in prayer, I think we should find, I think the President of the United States should wash the feet of a descendant of a slave. We could find churches, some black churches and some white churches. We could find descendants of slaves and descendants of slave owners. I would do it. See, we do this in Christianity. We have foot washing is part of the Catholic and Episcopalian tradition. We do it all the time. Jesus said to do it, and so this is nothing new to us. I think most of the black people could understand this story, so I think that would be a wonderful day. November something or another, I don't know the date, 2021. Now, do we want to have a contrition every year? And the answer is no. I think once we have this day of contrition, maybe 10 years from now, 2031, we should have a day of contrition for the Native Americans. I think that was a bad thing we did also. I think, though, a good national day where we just think about the evils that have been done and say we're sorry. Again, I think the President of the United States could wash the feet of the lowly janitor, someone even in the White House staff who might be connected somehow to slavery. I think that would be wonderfully symbolic. So that's my suggestion for how we deal with this white folk and black folk in history.